Welcome to the Great Wall of Text. We are reading a supposedly serious creepypasta called Google Satanic. At least the author said it's a very old creepypasta from them, back from 2011. It ended up on the Trollpasta wiki now, so I guess we're gonna read it. There's a well-hidden trick on Google, and is Google Satanic. I know people who fell victim to this page and not tell them at all pleasant. You'll spend the worst moment of your life here. Among those victims was my best friend and me. I really do not want to talk about it, but I have to say, not to live the same experience as me. If you search Google Satanic in Google or any other search engine, you will not find anything. But one thing no one has ever tested is to be connected to a network that has not been identified as I'm using right now. Myself, I had to cut the internet because he did the homework, and I took advantage of it when my parents slept and used the notebook. One day, I invite my best friend to my house. I see a little worried. He tells me I hear about a legend of a Google secret. My parents would not let us use the notebook to find out about this hidden Google, and I said I was going to walk with my best friend and make them take the notebook to sleep. A place where no one. That just ended out of nowhere. We try to find some sign of the internet, but he lived in a field and found one. And saw that it came from an abandoned house. Would not go for fear that something happens to us, but we had the courage to do. Upon entering, we saw that there was a desk that only had a modem. The house was very small. We connect the notebook, charger, mouse, and then connect the internet. The internet was called Ivan Corver Fit, and connect. No password asked us to what we made it easier to connect. Already connected, we entered into Google and then Google put Satanic. We believe that nothing was known about this, but we were wrong. Giving enter, a page appeared called Google Satanic, the door to hell, and the URL was worldwideweb.googlesatanic.com. I regret having entered the site until today. When open, the Google logo appeared, but with red letters. The search button said nothing like that. I'm feeling lucky. Only had 6 points. Thinking it was a page of a geek, we wanted to close the browser, go home, and give the legend as false. But something strange happened. Giving click to close changed the background of Google to be a demon. Squeeze again. This time the Google logo appeared with blood dripping. And the search button went on to say kill. And the button, I'm feeling lucky, said burn. Thinking that the buttons did not serve, call my enemy. Now I miss him. By attending, I wanted to cut, but I said wait. Put your name on Google, search Satanic. I pressed the kill button, and I heard a shot from the call, and was heard as the phone fell to the floor. Put your name. He put someone's name into this, and was heard. When I cut the call, I left with a terrible trauma, like my best friend who was scared enough. We wanted to turn off the notebook, give off, in the search, put the name of my friend, and move the mouse to just to kill. I scared. I wanted to shut the button to turn off the Just do it! The machine was labeled, then began to hear noises. Appointed to my best friend. The notebook regained, but Google Satan began to catch on fire, dripping blood, and something horrible happened. The machine began to fire and began to drop blood on the screen. They began to hear screams. A horrible voice began to speak as if it were a ritual, but a satanic ritual. Then the house started getting red. Flames of the notebook began to spread through the entire house, and blood ran down the walls. We wanted to leave the door, but would not open. We tried to escape from the window, but the window disappeared as if it were a house owned. What? Then he began to hear noises from the ceiling, very strong, and then the notebook, he began to bleed more and more. The Google logo left hand, all full of blood, tried to take my friend. I tried to help, but the roof became a bigger hand coming from a hole, and he grabbed me and also take me to hell. I did everything I could, but no avail. My friend sucked the notebook. What? And I do not have much time left before the hand take me to hell. My friend sucked the notebook. Oh my god. I did the best I could until I finally let my hand loose. But that cost me to break my ribs and get me an arm. What? I had to break the door to escape and out, bleeding and crying, trying to call my parents. But there was no sign in the middle of the field, which I thought was even weirder because it was a signal to the internet. As I found my house, walk until you get to a hospital where I managed the ribs, but I had to live without my arm. Oh, he lost his arm. My parents came after he fixed my ribs, and I explained what happened. Sorry, Jesus. Upon leaving the hospital, I wanted to show my friends that the legend was real, going on a cyber, but found nothing. So I realized that the result appeared when the network was connected to Ivan Corverfit. Oh, months passed. I was scared by the Google Satanic. God, voice crack. But did not give up when I wanted to show my parents the legend was real. I was accompanied by my parents, but upon arrival, I saw the house in pieces. With great fear, I opened the door and found the notebook turned on, and was on the screen message saying, Google Satanic cover fit were created. Written all disturbingly on the walls were written by all the victims of the page, including my friend and I. I was out to mourn because I had lost my best friend. I grabbed a hammer that was in a box of tools hidden, and destroyed the notebook for my friend to rest in peace. I wanted to tell the police, but they did not believe us. After that moment, I never used Google again. I am using this new computer to write to you. Never go to Google Satanic, I tell you. Past the worst moment of my life. That was only a third of the story. But the rest of it is just, again, telling how you should not look up Google Satanic with probably worse spelling and grammar. But I don't want to read all that, so see ya.